What's up, y'all? It's me again. Week 2 of Heal With Me. This week was a tough one. Actually, like a couple days after the first video, things escalated like crazy, and I mean, things are looking a lot better now. I'm a lot more optimistic. I have continued making endless phone calls for hours, and I finally have an appointment tomorrow with physical therapy. And I'm excited to see where that goes and to continue my physical therapy towards my recovery and getting things back to somewhat normal. This week was especially difficult because going out more and being more in the real world, especially with family, you kind of going through this experience realize that the world is not really made for disabled people, and it sounds obvious hearing it, but it's not until you're actually in this position, like I'm on my wheelchair right now, that you realize like not every place has ramps that are easily accessible. And I mean, thank God for the ADA, the Americans with Disability Act, because it's made this world so much easier for people who are disabled or like I'm handicapped, at least for the foreseeable future. But had it not been for that, things would not be as easily accessible as they are. But even then, like, you're following code, you're following law. You put a ramp just because you need a ramp. Not all these ramps are. Some of them are too steep. Some of them are not as easily accessible. Some of them are hard to, like, made out of material that are hard to like really go up and down. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg. Like a lot of doorways are hard to access. A lot of sinks don't have enough clearance under, so you could like roll under them and wash your hands. It's like a huge thing. But even like going to the Walmart, like you can't really reach things without a reacher, which I always have my reacher with me as well because you never know. Always handy. Um, but thank God for my family being with me, because like my little brother especially, he is with me always. If I need something, he gets it for me. And I try to be as independent as I can. I really do, but this world is just not made for disabled people. And in moments where I'm alone, I really do feel like I'm helpless in a way, because I was very, very independent, having gone through like a hard childhood and then going through divorce, like my parents' divorce, them dealing with their own demons. Like I was kind of on my own from like my teenage years until this year. So for me to not be able to do things on my own really makes me feel helpless, and like I can't function or live without the help of somebody there. And if I don't have someone there, like I'm practically screwed. And that's really where I am. Like I do appreciate. I say loneliness, but I mean it's like physical, like loneliness, like being trapped in this like shell or like this cage that I feel like I'm in. Though I know I've gotten a lot of love and support from Instagram and my GoFundMe, which by the way I had to create a new GoFundMe. The one I had before is no longer taking donations. It was like a whole thing, like an issue with like switching beneficiaries, and once I became fully aware and capable, like we would try to switch things over, and it was like a whole mess. So I had to make a new one, which I will have linked below, as well as my Venmo, which every donation counts and I appreciate. I have zero income this entire year apart from donations. So, things like my grabber and equipment and transportation, medication, diapers, everything has been covered by GoFundMe and donations. So without that, I don't know what I would do. So thank you for those who have donated, and please consider donating at the links below. But yeah, like I feel lonely and helpless, and even though I've gotten a lot of love and support, like this is all like it's all on your phone, and like it's real, but like in here is where you're lonely. I have my family around me. I'm living with my family right now. They're taking care of me, but no one really gets it until you're in that situation. Even then, everyone's experience is different, and I feel helpless because if I'm in my room and something happens, like I need someone to help me. and I'm basically trapped. I'm screwed, and that kind of leads me to another point. Like, I used to be so optimistic, so fun and confident, and being with my little brother, like, I just feel like I'm not as fun as I used to be because I'm just like so needy, A, and B, get so tired and exhausted, and then also I need to be in bed a majority of the time. So I feel like I'm just not the person I used to be. And again, I know this is temporary. Like, I know this is like not forever, but in the now, you really kind of it messes with your mind, you know. Which doing these videos, I know is gonna help so much. The first one helped a lot. Like, I got a lot off my chest, and today was my therapy. Um, like my intake basically, and they were asking me a ton of questions. And I got to talk things through a bit, and I have an appointment with the therapist next week, psychiatrist after, and like an evaluation. And I already feel better after that too. So these videos and that are gonna be very helpful. I got a lot of messages after the first video, a couple of donations too, and people messaging me who felt touched by the first video and also made them feel a little seen after their trauma, and that helped me a lot too, because again, it makes you feel like you're less alone. So this is gonna help a lot. I already know Heal With Me is appropriately named, and you really are healing with me because you're there along this journey with me, watching me struggle and overcome. And though I know it's not gonna be like this always, I really feel like I am not my normal self right now. Like, my friend Sarah would visit me quite a few times at the hospital and then the nursing home, and you know, like, I used to be a bumbly self. I used to talk and joke around and gossip and such, but I was just there. Like, I felt hopeless, and even though I had company, I just didn't feel like I used to be. It wasn't like it was, you know. And you know, it's a different scenario, a different situation, different environment. I get that, but I want to. I want to have these experiences with people like I used to have. You know, like even with my little brother Gianni, like we used to run around. We used to play Fortnite. We used to go outside, and I can't go outside. I can't run. Literally, I can't even stand. And I try to play Fortnite or play games, but then I have issues with my body. I start hurting. I'm like, I gotta go to bed. And my brother Richard too. Like, we used to like joke around, go out, and like I can't do anything. I just feel like I'm not as fun as I used to be, and like, just for lack of better terms, I feel like being around me is like a task almost. You know, I know it's not. And people understand I'm healing. That's just how it feels. And I don't want it to be that way. I want people to enjoy being around me. And I know people fought for me to be here, but you know, I want to be more capable, you know. This is bothering me. I'm still looking at this tooth here. You know, I went to my first dentist appointment since this happened, and they said the tooth bridge, like, they said I could get an implant, but the teeth are already closing in, and the bone here from the injury, because I had my jaw broken and the tooth knocked out, so they had to piece it back together. The bone is still forming, so it's a little too soon to do an implant, but they said I could get a bridge, which is basically making a fake tooth in the middle and using the two teeth on the side to like kind of hold that middle one. It's like a bridge, literally. It's bridging the gap. And I'm like, that's fine. I just want to close that gap. I hate it. Like, all throughout high school, I had crooked teeth, and it was a huge insecurity of mine. And I felt like victorious once I finally got like perfect teeth, and sure enough, bam. They said it's gonna be $4,000. Insurance doesn't cover it. $4,000 for his damn tooth, and I'm already struggling as it is. Like, I mean, that's gonna have to be like at a later time, but it's gonna have to happen. Like, this is my pride and joy. Luckily, it's not a top tooth. Imagine. I mean, no shame, but I just like I can't look at myself like this was an insecurity, and we're back to that. But anyway, I digress. Going back to like being around people, like, yes, I understand I'm not lonely. I feel lonely up here, and I feel lonely at times when I'm in need. But I know this is kind of tying back to what I said in the first video about how I'm allowed to suffer. I'm allowed to suffer in my own way, or allowed to grieve my body, allowed to be sad and mourn. I am doing my best to stay positive, knowing that this is not forever. Watching success stories on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, and knowing, hey, they were able to do it. Some people were in harder situations than I was, and they made it. And I can too. Just finding positivity in everything. I just did my workouts for the day, and though I got really I'm exhausted right now. I was trying to take steps, I can't step forward, step back, step forward, step back, and it was a little easier than it was last time. Huge accomplishment, actually. I'm wearing a sandal on my left foot, and I can't, like I said in the last video, my left leg was stiff. I couldn't bend it because it was stiff for so long. So I'm still in the process of bending it, and I can't get it all the way. But because of that, I can't reach my foot and touch it. But as you can see, there's no one around. They're all in bed. I was able to reach my foot today and put on my sandal to get into the chair for my workouts in this video. And it's little things like that, the small victories. You really do take it day by day. And I'm happy thinking about it. It may not be much to anyone else, but to me it's a big deal. Because we're making progress. I put that on, and I am slowly stretching it. I'm gonna be able to bend it and be able to pull my legs over behind my neck. I'm not gonna do that, but it's, who knows? Sky's the limit. But no, really, that is a big deal. And just taking little things like that, being positive about the future, knowing I have a family that loves me, and like always, even after this incident, I have had arguments with my mom, my dad, even my brothers, but at the end of the day, knowing that they're still there for me and they fought to keep me alive, and I would do the same for them any day. I guess that's stuff that the love makes you feel positive. I could keep going on and on forever, but you as well, everyone who views this video, or all the new subscribers and messages and donations and comments, all the positivity is really appreciated and goes a long way. Because this is really hard. This is not fun, y'all. But yeah, this is my Heal With Me week 2. Next week is my birthday, so that'll be the birthday edition. Yeah, new GoFundMe link is below. I updated the link in the first video too. Venmo is the same. If you're so kind to donate or share with a friend, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching, and I really do hope these help more people like they're helping me. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Happy Friday.